EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Finding room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them in the momentum?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cards on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Isaiah Simmons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think it...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got a man. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Murray. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adafe Owe. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray. Incomplete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Murray now on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's Murray. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And that will get to be off target and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Forced out. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B. One starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Jackson running again. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, it certainly didn't appear to be finding other options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
4th down. Here's Jackson. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now he's flushed out left. He's to the 10, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
To throw, it's Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Jackson on first down. That's to Watkins. What a grab that was. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let it go again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Play action. Now it's Murray. And the reception made by Green. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 29. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Second and 7. Now Murray off play action. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
First down, Murray. They'll roll him out right. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 56 yards. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Marcus Golden, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Jackson now down around his goal line. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right? But I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, whoever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher. So sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor. But on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, If you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. There he goes left side. 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got room to run past the 20. Powers through him. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 91 yards. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It was Anthony Averett who got him down. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now Connor. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Jackson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, and in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. And that's caught inside the 35. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Buying time to his left. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Jackson on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. He'll buy some time right. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, are they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.